what's going on, guys? This is Shannon over here. And what we're doing is we're talking about the Dodge Viper and if it made a comeback. If it came back, what would it do? Now, we're never going to see the V10. We're never going to see, that's just my opinion. I think when you have Stellantis in a group, I don't think that they're going to put the money into a complete, basically a new V10. That's just where I sit. I'm only going to look at what they have and what we're seeing from them. But there is only two directions the Viper can go. It can go the Corvette route, but they would have to make a new V10 and a new platform and just all new whatever. Or they can go, and the way I'm saying it is the Toyota Supra route. Now, I would say that's probably the better route as far as keeping those design cues of the Dodge Viper, but having that, what they have to work with, don't want to piss off the Viper guys, but the inline turbo, which we've all seen that there's going to be different horsepower ratings from 400 plus all the way up to 800. So that they have to work with. They already have that recipe for a new Viper that starts off at like $58,000. Between 50 and 60,000. 400, maybe 385 horsepower or something like that, or 400 horsepower. That directly competes in that category. Now they have their versions of that car, going all the way up to 800. Of course, the price goes up. That type of specs. Now, the difference would be is that they would take that design and tone it down a bit as far as the front end wouldn't be so big. It would have a little bit more room inside the interior. It would be better, like a better everyday driver. You can have a choice of like rear exhaust or side exhaust still. That would be pretty cool. You look at the Toyota Supra and it's pretty much that recipe. And it does pretty well. The Toyota Supra, a lot of tuners are grabbing it. It's affordable. It's easy to tune, yada, yada, yada. So right there, Dodge / Stellantis, I always say Stellantis. They, again, I'm only saying what I have to work with them, and that's what I have to work with. I heard rumors of a EV version of a Dodge Viper, which would be horrible in sales. No one's going to buy an EV Viper. Let's just face the facts. And on top of it, too, I don't think it would look right. The Dodge Viper as a mid-engine car, they would really have to get drastic with the design. And they would really have to change a lot of things. And at that point, is it really a Viper? So to try to keep the Viper more the Viper and get it into a category where it's a better everyday driver and have its different options or trims as far as horsepower specs and tuning, and still be a good race car, I think that they should still follow that recipe, but ditching the V10, getting that inline turbo in there, bring up the windshield a little bit, pull back that huge front end, even like with the 4G GTD, it's got the transmission in the rear. That's pretty badass. So they can fiddle with that. They can make versions of the car. And if they start the car off at like $60,000 and it's got 400 plus horsepower in it, it's comfortable, it's a good everyday driver, and it has those Viper looks, which they can keep if they follow the Toyota Supra route, that option too, that area, they can really nail it out of the park in that point. You see like 4 or 5 of them at the lot. You walk up, it says $62,000 or whatever. It's got 400 plus horsepower and it's comfortable. Like, now you're targeting that area to start with, and then you'll have a good sports car that is everybody can love, not just people that love the car but they hate driving it. That's what you always get from the Dodge Viper. People love the car but they hate driving it because it's so compact inside, and there's just no room at all. It's so just, I remember being in one and I wanted to get out of it after just a couple tries. That's as simple as that. My friend has a GTS, and it was fun, but God, it wouldn't be a car I could drive every day. It just wouldn't. So I think that's where like the second option would be better than the first option. The first option, it's just too much money for them. Could they do it? Yeah. Would it sell? Maybe. Would it be a risk for them? Absolutely. But it would be a less risk than what they have to work with if they have to take a platform from like Maserati or something like that. Take what they have, make a new Viper. I hate to say that as far as like Maserati and stuff like that, but that's what they have to work with, guys. So let me know in the comments down below. Would you rather see the Viper come back as option 2, as that Toyota Supra, type of category with different trims, but keeping those snake lines, but more streetable, more affordable, more, obviously safer. Or would you rather see it come back as a mid-engine car? I can't say the V10 is going to be there. It could be there, but they would have to make some really good deals with some other companies. Maybe Lamborghini again, because at one point Chrysler owned Lamborghini. So maybe they'll do some wheeling and dealing on that department. So what would basically be your option? Option 1, mid-engine. Option 2, Toyota. I'm just saying the Toyota Supra recipe. As far as like those are pretty much the two options we got on the table. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Thanks for stopping by. It's just early in the morning. I couldn't sleep and decided to make a Viper video. Later.